So for the past 11 years, I built a business that did one thing: help local businesses grow. Anywhere from gyms to PI lawyers, med spas to dentists, taxi companies to roofers, and many, many more in between. So if I want to talk in like fifth grade terms, we got them leads, we filled their calendars, and we made their phones ring. And in this video, I'm going to break down how local marketing or SMA or agencies, whatever you want to call it, have evolved since 2014 to this year, 2025. What fundamentals still work, the biggest mistakes that cost me years and tons of money, and the hard-hitting lessons I've learned along the way. And if you don't know me, my name is James Bonadis. I started this whole journey when I was a high school teacher, and I did it on the side. And if I fast forward today, I now run a local marketing agency, help other companies scale their products and services, and have coached over 8,000 other agency owners to build a real profitable business. So the first thing I want to talk about is how local marketing has changed, and I think it's extremely important, especially in today's age, to talk about this. And I'm going to talk about it since I jumped into the game a while ago. First, the evolution. And here's where I need to make a very strong point where I'm different from 99% of people you see on YouTube, because I don't talk about trends. I don't talk about things because I'm chasing money. And that gives me the power to actually sit back and watch which trends crash and burn and which ones actually work. For example, AI. It is the hottest thing right now. But I didn't even jump into AI until I knew it was ready and real. One thing I will say in this video, AI is real and it is the next big thing. But I'm going to save this for another time in another video on this channel. I've been there before. For example, SEO. One company wrote nearly 5,000 articles from 2016 to 2020 claiming SEO was dead. And guess what? They were dead wrong. See, I and many others stayed patient. We let the market do the talking, while most YouTubers have to do new videos of the next shiny thing just to make a buck. And today, SEO is still a killer service, super profitable, and the same thing can be said about like Facebook ads. People say that Facebook ads are done. Meanwhile, in my community, people crush it, even in the real estate niche, with Facebook ads for their realtors, local clients, pizza shops, restaurants. So when people ask me what really has changed over the last 11 years, my honest to God answer is that today we can reach more people faster and easier than ever before. And that is the real 11-year shift. And guess what? It's a great one. Now, we are stepping into something that we've not seen in a long time, which is AI. And yes, this is the first legit game changer since Google's Panda and Penguin updates back in 2011 and 2012. That's my opinion, obviously minus all the other, TikTok and social media apps. But I wasn't in the game back then, but I could only imagine how crazy that was. People's businesses went from millions a month to zero. And yes, AI is going to change everything, but for us local marketers, you know what AI means? It means faster, better results for our clients than ever before. And if you have that mindset, you're going to be worth millions of dollars in the years to come. Second, what hasn't changed? Well, let me tell you something. The fundamentals of marketing, they haven't changed, and they never will change. And on this channel, I don't post gimmicks or chase shiny tools just to rack up views. And because of that, my channel is not that big. It will probably never get that big. But I get so happy that 1,000 to 2,000 people watch my videos. And because I don't chase the shiny things, I'm not going to tell you about something that isn't real. Because real results, they don't need the hype. And I tell our students all the time, if you're not a little bored running your marketing business, then you are definitely doing something wrong. And I want you to think about this. What we do as local marketers, it's not that sexy because we simply help businesses grow. It's kind of fun and it feels good, but we simply just connect the provider with the customer using the internet. It's honestly stupid simple. What I used to say in 2017, 14, 16 is the same thing I say today. And yes, there are small differences between a dentist and a med spa campaign. But the fundamentals of lead generation, exact same playbook. Every business at some point solves a problem or removes a pain. That's it. And on this channel, I'm not going to lie to you for clicks or sell some shiny just to make a buck garbage because it's the next trending thing. Marketing might feel boring, but it's fulfilling, it's consistent, and it's crazy profitable. And if you're running an agency today and you're kind of bored of it, don't let your mind go to places it doesn't need to go. Just keep going. And some of the biggest mistakes that I've made was chasing shiny objects that I didn't need to. I get this question a lot. What were your mistakes? What's cost you time or money? And honestly, I really hate to look at mistakes that way, because every single mistake I've made, which cost me time or money, taught me something that I needed that I could then bring back and teach to others so they don't lose time and money. In the beginning, I'm going to give you an example. I overpromised and underdelivered big time. Clients would leave after a few months, and I used to think like, maybe I really don't have a good personality. They hate me. I didn't really know. I got them some results. But no. That's not what it was. It was how I framed things, how I set expectations. And here's a perfect example. My first client, and I tell this all the time, I told him I'd get him to the top 3 organic results on Google in 90 days for mortgage keywords against big banks, Chase, Capital One. Yeah, not smart and pretty stupid. But that mistake, it led me to hiring my current business partner to help me find a way to keep the client by running Google AdWords. And it worked, and I kept them for 3 years. But then that led me to creating the local marketing vault, probably the biggest business blessing of my life. So here's the truth. Mistakes only cost you if you don't learn from them, and especially if you don't share to others to learn from you. And finally, what has this journey of the last 11 years taught me? Well, time flies, that I will say. There were incredible highs and some brutal, bring you to your knees lows, business and personal. But I've learned everything happens for us, not to us, to sound cliche. And working with business owners, helping people start their own agencies, it teaches you a sense of humility. You get to see the absolute best in people. And yes, sometimes you see the worst. What I've learned, there are people who say they want change, they want more out of life, and then there's those who have to change. And the difference, those who have to goes all in, the other doesn't. Those who have to plugs into a community other than trying to go and do this alone. Those who have to change constantly ask for help. Others just search for something better, something shiny, something that sounds click button pushy. One shows up, the other makes excuses, and I think you get the point. And if there's one main thing that I've learned through this entire process, and this is what I love the most, is you'll never be able to predict who will succeed and who won't. And that is the beauty of people and the beauty of life. And we just got to give everybody a chance. So that's it. That's 11 years of wisdom bottled up in one video. But here's the real truth. Building a marketing agency isn't about the next shiny object, even when they are AI. It's about not chasing shiny objects and the real blossoming thing like AI, and how do we integrate it into the foundations. See, this is where people get stuck. They're constantly chasing instead of doing. Think about this. How many videos have you seen on the internet that talk about starting an AI agency? It's like, yo, you already have an agency. Now you're going to scrap that and start an AI agency? No. Why don't we just take our agency and take some AI services and just charge businesses for them? That's what I mean by chasing. You can integrate, not chase. So listen, I made you a complete walkthrough video step by step, exactly what I would do if I had to rebuild my own agency like I did in 2014 from scratch in 2025. So if you're interested in that, just simply click here, subscribe, and make sure you turn notifications on. It's going to be a roadmap. If you're serious about building your agency the right way, without all the mistakes I made in 2014, 15, and 16. So check that video out over here, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.